Dr. Stone is licensed and produced by Shueisha and Crunchyroll, Studios TMS Entertainment and 8pan, Networks Tokyo MX, KBS, Sun, BS11, TVH, TBC, TVA and TVQ. Based on the works by Riichiro Inagaki. Please support the official release. Hello, it's Jack here with the final episode of Dr. Stone, episode 24. And the last time we had, for one, the epic manga Battery song that came out of nowhere and was just amazing, I don't know. And I think, like, the whole, crafting buddies, inventor buddy thing was also in the previous episode. I'm not 100% sure if it was that or the episode before that. But I think it was, since I was debating on, like, the thumbnail either being the crying old man or, like, again in his manga on batteries. So, yeah. And we kind of wound up completing the entire roadmap in a bit of a fast forward sort of mode. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the manga at this point also sped up since, you know, we had all the ingredients, so we don't really need to watch them craft what we've already seen, like, you know, glass crafting and the gold threads and all that. Like, we know what they're doing, so no need to focus entire episodes on that anymore. And with that, we've completed the smartphone. Well, not really, you know, it's a transmission device, a normal phone, so to say. And yeah, Season 2 has been announced, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Season 2 and not a movie. And I guess a sequel thingy has been announced, even before this episode came out, I think. And yeah, so there's that. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it was to be expected given the overall success of this anime, of the original manga, which I'm pretty sure also picked up some sales with this anime. And yeah, the entire popularity all around it. You can't just leave us hanging on the cliffhanger here, since we're obviously not going to start the entire fight with Tsukasa now, which I'm still curious about, but I'm thinking I'm going to get more into that after the episode. For now, I guess epilogue episode, since, I mean, we completed the phone. We're not going to start the war, so we're kind of in this in-between. Make weapons? And I don't know what they're going to do this episode. Like, other than perhaps give the phone a field test or something. So, take it away, anime. And 3, 2, 1, go. Crunchyroll. By the way, on another plastic, shouldn't there still be some around? I mean, I know it's been 3,700 years, but not everything just falls apart into nothingness at that time. Well, that recap was pointless, but anyway. Like, we had the Buddha statue in, like, one of the way early episodes still being around. And in the same vein, I can't believe that our cities and buildings would crumble into nothing in just 3,700 years. Like, pretty sure, especially in Japan with all the earthquakes and whatnot, a lot of buildings would crumble. But there's still ruins left at least. Like, you know all these ancient civilizations and we still find buildings? And I'm pretty sure our buildings are, like, a bit higher level. Especially in an earthquake-prone location like Japan. Again, not all of them, but at least somewhat. And, like, plastic should still be around, since that shit doesn't even decay for a couple thousand years. Yeah, I know it's been thousands of years, but still. Granted, I don't know how much it would help. Like, pretty sure you can't exactly melt down plastic that conveniently. But still. Like, this is just kind of more about the anime in general, since we're very much portrayed to be in the complete Stone Age here. Originally, anyway. And there should still be more shit around, I feel like. Voices of infinite distance. Distance. Did I just say distance or something? I feel like I just horribly botched that word somehow. Also, yeah, like, Senku was laying in the middle of the ground instead of the school building where he was petrified. So, like, casually, the building around him just disappeared at some point. Well, it sure does look neat. I mean, honestly, this thing should not spark. Yeah, I think I said this in the previous episode. We need one more cell phone. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I brought this up in the previous episode. Like, don't you need another one? At least for two-way communication. Okay, you should have hella interference on a cable that long. The transmission would be shit, is what I'm trying to say. Historic first words. Why was this related to the string phone, though? Oh. Well, that feels like one hell of a message. Like, for your feelings to reach her. Let's seriously hope this thing works, though. Otherwise, pretty awesome, right? Being rather depressed. Well, yeah, it is. They're the same, yeah. What now? I mean, one of the stories, perhaps? I mean, obviously, like, pretty much everything comes from them. That's like a kind of sweet tale, honestly. Sure is. I mean, I don't get it yet. Like something with the gravesite? Well, yeah, that much, okay. But what are you gonna find there? A message, a mineral? I have no idea. Oh, that's a neat idea, honestly. Nope, don't do that. How the fuck did you get glass in there? Precision tool. That does not look precision at all, but it probably is. Okay, they protected it. So, fine. A record! That's what the opening thing was about then. How did they make that? Makes a lot more sense now, yeah? I love his reaction so much. And they preserved it so well, too. Well, you're like 3,700 years late for that, but I get it. Arguably, a written record would have worked too, but oh well. Like, the language stayed the same. So, now you gotta make a player for that, huh? Hella lit. I do like the story of the bee and the speaker though. That's really neat. Yeah, that's not true. Well, except for the, idol person, but oh well. It is pretty nice though. Isn't that like still not very even? Not at all. Nah, he's not the type. Nah, he's totally helping out. He's totally gonna help out. So what, like, I mean, there's not that long a message you can store on that. I mean, yeah, all things considered. Couldn't you have made a new one though? It's doing so much good. Oh, poor old man. Literally. Love it. So a fine needle, eh? You should, by the way, ask for like all the other stories while you're at it. Well, damn. Well, for the greater good or whatever. Still, though, that's damn. I can't even. But why only one record then, though? Like, that couldn't have been the only glass bottle you ever found. They were fresh, like, still in modern day, effectively. There should have been tons of those lying around. I mean, technically that's new even for us. Since even we don't have the luxury of hearing voices from thousands of years ago. God damn, that hits hard. Just kidding. That's just so amazing. Oh yeah, please. I was so hoping this would be on there. It's also so unusual to hear like perfect English in anime. It's honestly a great way to end this. Although they probably don't understand a word. This hurts my face so much. They still wound up recapping though, eh? keeps on spinning through all this. Yeah, I suppose it's kind of unfair. Yeah, let's pretend it all was good, as good as this. I suppose this really has to be like mind blowing in the Stone Age. You better. It's great how the song like really won them over. I mean, they were already won over, but still. Well, it sure worked out well that way, eh? Well, who really knows what Senko's feeling? Look, I keep bringing on there's a lot of flashbacks, but I still love it. They have somewhat earned it. And this still stands on its own, so it's fine. Well, might as well get in like the last scenes of the opening, eh? You're really not supposed to yell that out, yeah. I mean, they already know, but still. Well, good luck with that forever stuff. Because we've already brought this up, Senku's just a fast forward option. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to end it. I'm fine with this. I already knew that, but I'm still not surprised. I'm happy though. Whenever that second season's gonna be. This is just the ending. There's like 1 minute left, so probably, yeah. Oh well. Why do I have hiccups now? Seriously. Ah. So much for enjoying this ending. And just the ending, like, disclaimer. Well then. That was a pretty freaking epic show altogether. I feel like, though, it really only, like, started to seriously take off once he entered the village. Like, going back over the entire season, now, thinking back, the, like, little bit before he got to the village, the first, what was it, 5 episodes? Were not as exciting, I want to say. I mean, you had to discuss a bit, but you already kind of knew he was going to be the bad guy because, you know, the opening frames him as a super ominous guy, and I don't know, he has just bad guy vibes, is all I'm trying to say. And yeah, throughout, I mean, as I said all the way back in episode 1 reaction, I kind of thought it was going to be about figuring out how to depetrify the world, but then he kind of cracked it in episode 1. So that was that. And then the, you know, lions and the escape from Tsukasa, and all that, basically. It wasn't bad by any means, but the whole village stuff was definitely badass, what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, doesn't mean the first stuff is bad. Just better. I'm sorry if you don't get the comparison here. Like, I hope you do. Not trying to diminish it by any means. Yeah, anyway, so they kind of explains why they left a voice record behind instead of a written one, which I still feel would have been easier. Like, also good job somehow making that the gravestone that's going to be at the very top, and somehow staying there for 3,700 years. It's like, wow. But still, like, I know you left 100 stories behind, which is also great, but you kind of left it all to the, like, Miko person, or whatever she was called, and pass it down through there, which is, like, a huge risk if that ever doesn't work out. But then again, I suppose if it had been more people, it kind of would have turned into a game of telephone, where, you know, the story gets changed slightly, and although that's not the important aspect, like, you know, they kept the details subtle. Like, you know, the bee in the grave thing, which was actually an incredible idea. But yeah, still, if it had been sort of like everyone who knew the story, it probably would have been a bit twisted around over the past 3,700 years, and might not have been recognizable anymore. If you instead made them like super important stories that have to be passed down through a lineage, and you gotta make sure to remember them as accurate as possibly, then yeah, that sort of would have worked out. Though, like, what would have happened if Ruri had died? Like, she was kind of the only one who knew the stories, wasn't she? So, we'd have been screwed. Oh well, it worked out in the end. Yeah. So, something I talked about before. I'm kind of curious how the Stone War is gonna, like, pan out. I've said this before, like, when the first attack happened, but are they gonna kill people? Because the Tsukasa Empire is definitely going for the kill. And, like, you know, non-lethal attacks and tactics are only gonna get you so far with them. I mean, you can imprison them, but then what? Are you gonna imprison them for life? Like, all these people are kinda on Tsukasa's side for a reason, because they're like his chosen ones or whatever. And like the most dangerous ones are the ones that fully support Tsukasa's ideology. And not really like Gen, who can be turned around rather easily. I mean, he was sort of on Senku's side from the get-go, as we've later learned, you know, since he saw the engraving at a tree. Any case, yeah, so far the show hasn't really had any brutal stuff, I want to say. I mean, like, Tsukasa killed a couple stone figures, and that was it. And there's still, like, the stuff that he had, Yuzuhira? Yuruziha? God damn it. Too many name lists. Yuzuriha, that was it. Yeah, the thing Senku told her to do that we still don't know what it is. My guess still being on the fact that, like, if she can try to repair a stone person while they're still petrified, because she was in the crafts club. We'll see how that works out, if that's even it. But yeah, my general thing still being, like, we haven't really had any brutality. Like, we've had people die from the poisonous gas, the one that Hyoga pushed down, like the cannon fodder, so to say. But what you gonna do about it? There's no way you can't deal with Tsukasa in a non-lethal way. Like, he is fully committed to his cause, as are many other people, and I don't see any other way. If there's a non-lethal way, then great for everyone, I guess. But, like, imprisoning them only feels like such a temporary solution. It's like you kind of circumventing killing them by removing them in some non-lethal way. And it's like literal war that you're going to, just small scale, so I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to season 2 and everything, but I'm just curious. I'm curious to find out. For now, though, that's kind of it for the epilogue episode. I mean, I wasn't really sure what to expect, as I said at the beginning. I was, like, expecting some sort of recap to sneak its way in there a little bit, as we did have some flashbacks. But they really fast-forwarded through them, they didn't linger on it, and this episode definitely stands on its own merits, with, like, unearthing the little hidden record. And it felt in a really natural way, too, like, with Ruri calling it a speaker and being told a story. It worked out nicely, that's what I'm trying to say. All in all, amazing show, really. So looking forward to season 2, and gonna do a reaction to it, of course. And, you know, hope you will check it out. If you like this reaction, maybe leave a like, a comment. I love reading comments, you know, like, kind of my biggest motivation there is. And I don't know, got playlists for every reaction I do on my channel, so check those out. Check those out if you want, or don't. I'm not the boss of you. In any case, until next time, if there is one, see you then. Bye.